Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my mind, got no time for that limelight. I'm from California, man, I guess we'll start with that. Banged out starter caps, glued to the cul-de-sac, looking like an artifact, trying to get their money back. Yellow jackets coming, mom about to have a heart attack. Southeast San Diego, we was at the heart of that. You moved about the hood, my nigga, you ain't want no part of that. Move to work and let the money drip the laundromat. I pray to God the homie get his little daughter back. So many problems and it's not even a part of rap. So many suckers and they hating and they copycat. And life is bigger than these bitches that you hollered at. And if you bleed it out, I better get $3 back. And all I'm giving is the facts. Pay attention to the stats and never making mention of the jacks. Gotta keep the money stacked, work your way through the traps. Money motivated to the max. Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my.
What up, man? Hey, it's your boy Cali Dre in this motherfucker, man. Cali Dre in the motherfucking building, man. And welcome to the remix with Cali Dre. Sponsored by nobody. Because I just, you know what I'm saying, start putting this platform together. And so today is another edition of what we're trying to build and what we're trying to do, bringing you guys the best entertainment news, the best global news, the best news on whatever the hell is going on out there that the people want to talk about, and that the people, you know, want to find out more information about. The people want to break down. That's what we breaking down. You feel me? This station is powered by you. So whatever y'all want to see, man, put it in the comments. You know, I got a bunch of topics, a bunch of ground that I want to cover, but you know, if you guys want to chime in, you know what I'm saying, feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe to the videos, and yeah, man, we're gonna get to it today, man, because I got a lot of stuff I want to cover and I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time with it. So yeah, thank you for joining, man, and we finna get to it. Let's go, man. The first story that I want to cover, man. You know, I was out getting a cut today, you know what I'm saying? And the strangest shit happened, bro. The strangest shit happened, man. I was out, I was trying to get a cut. And yeah, bro, it really didn't kind of go the way that I thought it was gonna go. You feel me? Check this shit out, fam.
Money in my mind.
Oh, not that. Let me add that to the stage. All that. Check this shit out, fam. He's getting to it. They getting to it. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. They pissed off about something. They came with the chair on WWE shit. Yo, this WWE shit. I don't know what's going on, man. I was just in there trying to get a cut. You know what I'm saying? And the agents started tripping out. They started tripping out on the brother, man. WWE style. Taking it back to the Shaolin, the Wu-Tang. They on that Wu-Tang shit right now, man. Look, she trying to stop the whole shit. He on the chair. Oh, shit. They getting to it. They getting to it, man. They getting to it, man. That's how we start this day off right here, man. They getting to it, man. Let me see what else I got for y'all, man. We finna go through a whole bunch of stuff. What is this, man? What is this right here, man? OG on the hoverboard. OG on the hoverboard. Let's go, OG. Let's go, OG. As you can see, OG got his ass spun the fuck up off this hoverboard. I don't know what made, bro. How old y'all think Unc is? How old y'all think Unc is sitting there on the my neck and my back looking ass nigga? My neck and my back. Nigga. Uncle the hoverboard, he's out of control. He doing it. He did it. As you heard of a 360, that nigga did a 1290 in this motherfucker. Goofy ass shit, bro. Goofy ass shit, bro. What else we got here, man? Let's see what else we got. I'm just sitting there fucking around, man. What we got going on, man? What else did I want to show y'all? What else did I want to show y'all, man? Oh yeah, check this out. Check this out, bro. Check this out. Chilling at Walmart. My man right here chilling in Walmart. And the roof collapsed on his head. Now that's fucked up. Hey, this is a major lawsuit, bruh. This is a major. Listen, bruh. Nigga sitting in Walmart trying to get you some drawers, trying to get you some socks. You know what I'm saying? Looking at TVs, Christmas time coming. Bruh. That's some bullshit. Now that's some bullshit right there, bro. That's some bullshit. Let me see what else we got up here, man. Let me see what else we got, man. What else did I want to show y'all today, man? What else did I want to show y'all? What we got here? Oh, check this out. Check this dude out right here, man. Check this dude out. Blind skater. I don't know if he's really blind. Y'all tell me. Oh. Look, I done messed it up. Here, let me add him back to the stage. Oh, let me run it back. Let me run it back. Let me run it back. Blind skater. Here we go. X Games. He on his X Games shit. Shit. Ain't no motherfucking way, man. As you can see the caption on the bottom, this video is called Ain't No Motherfucking Way, man. Salute to the homie Big Skull, man. Ain't no motherfucking way, man. You know what I'm saying? What else we got here? Look at old Family Matters Darius McCray in the building, man. What Darius McCray up here talking about? Why why this nigga Darius McCray sound like he just woke the fuck up? This nigga's on trial for I don't even know what this whole shit is about. I just seen this ugly ass picture of Darius McCray, man, from Family Matters, man. Salute to Family Matters, man. One of the best shows back in the 90s, man. You know what I'm saying? Used to come on and keep us entertained. But this brother right here, man, he's had a roller coaster ever since that show has ended, man. I think he was dabbling with some porn stars or yeah, you know, he this guy is living in an eccentric type of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what old Darius talk about, man.
Only because I have children than my 18-year-old son, which this matter is involving. Okay, but only as it relates to the media request. Oh, I just wanted to make sure that my other children weren't in the media if I mention their names or if it comes up in
Bruh, what kind of drugs? What kind of good drugs do y'all think my man Darius McCray sitting on right now, man? He looked like he tapped into some serious behind the walls type of drugs, man. Put it in the comments and let me know what kind of drugs is this nigga Darius McCray on. Eddie Winslow, man. Eddie Winslow looked like he in jail talking to the judge, trying to get his family situation resolved. Yeah, put it in the comments, bro. What drugs is Eddie Winslow on? Let's go.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Your Honor. Please do so.
Bruh, he don't even know what day it is.
So, I want to call attention to the emergency motion.
Oh, it looks like Eddie Winslow is in here trying to represent himself. Is Eddie Winslow trying to represent himself? Like, hold on. Let's figure this out, bro. Let's figure this out.
File. Based on the fact that Clinton District has completely continued to violate all of my rights, my 14th Amendment, my right to due process is constantly trampled.
Okay.
I figured out why, because under due process clause of the 14th Amendment, personal judgment is void.
Okay.
If rendered by the court, which has no jurisdiction on the defendant. That's Kenmore versus that. 95 US 714.
Okay.
24L ED 565.
Okay. So look.
Michigan.
So look. Eddie Winslow just broke down the statutes that say his 4th, 5th, 14th Amendment rights is all being infringed upon. And he in there, I guess he representing himself. So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna turn out, man. Let's continue to take. let's see where all this is headed. We got Eddie Winslow in court, look like he behind the wall, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what this case is about, but he represented himself trying to get up out this piece, man. Let me see what it looked like.
Jurisdiction. Before we proceed, we need to establish jurisdiction. It's imperative. Especially appearing for Darius McCurry.
Okay. Okay. So Darius McCray said he in special appearance for this court case, especially appearing for Darius motherfucking McCray, man. Let's go.
I'm here pro per special appearance.
And when you say that you were here pro per in special appearance, who were you?
I'm an authorized signatory thereof of the estate, the executive of the estate.
Who's the state?
He's the authorized executive signature of the estate on special appearance for Darius McCray. But shit, I thought this was Darius McCray. I'm confused as fuck. I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know what's going on here. Let's continue to take, man.
The McCray estate.
And your name is?
Darius.
Did you have any objections, sir, to the media request? You indicated that you did, that you had an objection. You indicated that the tentative was to grant a request for media coverage. Did you wish to put that on the record or no?
Yes, I'd like to put it on the record only because
I put it in the comments, man. What my man Darius McCray going through? I don't know what this case is about. It looked like he trying to represent himself, bro. He didn't got behind the walls, man. He talked to one of them cats back there, one of them jailhouse lawyers, you know what I mean? And he didn't got pumped up to represent himself. So I don't know if he still got the bag from. I don't know if the Family Matters check still coming in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Darius McCray out here on a case representing himself. You know what I'm saying? We'll definitely tap in and see how that turns out. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, this is interesting. It says the reason they shut it down. This is the reason they shut it down. Let's run that back. Let's run that back one time. It sounds like Nene missed it. It sounds like Nene was the one that was sliding down out of control down this big slide. I don't even know what this is, man. Why they would put this next to some stairs. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure some people gonna be tumbling down that motherfucker for sure. Let's see what else we got here, man. Oh, check this out. This is a crazy video right here, man. This is a crazy video. Check this out. High flying car crash. Whoa, 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 whoa. High flying car crash. I don't know if y'all seen that. Let me go ahead and run that back. Looks like it's a car crash coming So these lights right here, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know if y'all can see these lights right here, man. Let me know if y'all can see these lights, right? These lights right here. This is a car. On some Back to the Future type shit. Like, this is crazy, bro. Bro, let me know if that's AI in the comments, man. If anybody know if this is AI or not, let me know, because this is out of control. If there was an accident like this, bro, RIP to whoever is in this motherfucker here, bro, because they in the upper room right now, bro. They're it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's yellow tape around these motherfuckers if this is real, bro. Let me know in the comments if this is real. Crazy. He had to been going like 160. High flying car crash. Mercedes-Benz catapults through traffic. Bruh. That looked like the DeLorean, nigga, from Back to the Future. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker flying like the DeLorean, man. This shit crazy as a bitch, bro. That's out of control. RIP to them people, man. Missy Elliott did a special concert in the streets, man. She did one of the hits that she got. I Can't Stand the Rain joint. Y'all let me know how she did, man.
Oh shit, look, Missy Elliott. She now we out here dancing in the rain. Yo, Missy. Oh shit.
Missy Elliott. Wildin'.
Now we out here dancing in the rain. Yo,
Missy, new joint. Let me know what y'all think.
Oh shit, look.
Missy getting to it, man. Hey, Missy back, man. You know what I'm saying? Missy is back. You feel me? What else we got up here, man? What else did I want to tap in with up here, man? Here, let's go. Let's do this. Let's go over to this YouTube, man. There's a couple of stories that I wanted to cover on this YouTube, man. And let me see how we're gonna do this here. Let me stop this share. But yeah, man, there's some wild stuff going on, man. Get the likes up, get the comments up, you know what I'm saying? Get the subscribes up. I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. I'm gonna take y'all through a few more stories here. Let me see what we got here. All right, bet. Okay. What we got over here? Okay, in Hartford, Connecticut, man, there was a shop with a cop event. And, well, let's just find out what happened at this shop with the cop event in Hartford. Let's go.
Theft at a Walmart in Washington County during a police charity event called Shop with a Cop. 12 News' Kendall Keys reports on how Hartford officers were forced to quickly pivot.
Surveillance photos from a Hartford Walmart December 3rd show a woman walking out of the store with a cart overflowing with more than $600 worth of toys, decor, and clothes. One problem, police say she never paid.
Straight past the checkout and putting it out into her car.
Hartford Police Chief Scott McFarland says
I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Look, this lady had a shop with a cop event, man. And she felt like this was the time for her to get that 5-finger discount. You know what I'm saying? She felt like this was the time for her to get the sticky fingers and walk some shit up out the bag, man. Start putting shit in the cart, nigga. Walk smooth past the register. Didn't tell nobody. Ain't talk to nobody. Ain't paid nobody. And she out to the parking lot, man. Like, I don't understand the logic here. Let's see what else we got. Hold on.
As the woman returned to the same Walmart a few days later, this time it was crawling with cops.
We were kind of incredulous that she would come back, considering there probably wasn't a corner that you could turn around in the store and not see a police officer.
Police were there for Shop with a Cop, an annual event where officers help kids fill holiday wish lists. The Hartford police chief says there were more than a dozen officers inside the store with their
So we got a shop with the copy vet, dozens of officers, a dozen or more officers in the store. And this was the time that she chose to, you know what I'm saying, start jacking shit out the store. That shit don't make no sense to me, babe. I you know what I mean? I would have most definitely picked the day that, you know, there wasn't a bunch of cops at Walmart. She probably would have got away with it. But yeah, you know what I mean? This was her discernment, man. This was her decision making on this day. And let's see how it worked out for her, man.
Her squad cars visible parked out front. Still, he says she continued to walk inside the store and began filling up a cart.
I was at the register checking everybody out. I heard over the radio that one of our officers had noticed that a shoplifting suspect from the previous day was in the store.
The Washington County DA charged 24-year-old Sophia Malik with felony retail theft.
Look at this cart she got. That motherfucker is filled to the brim, bro. I hope that is not all of the shit that she stole from Walmart, bro. How in the fuck did she think that she was gonna get away with all that free stuff, bro? That is a full bash. She got a blender, a coffee maker, a George Foreman grill on top of that motherfucker, bro. I see some what is that? She got some Bed Bath and Beyond products, nigga. Some she got soaps and deodorants, all kind of shit. Bruh, like this was the bag that she decided. I mean, this is the cart that she walked out with, and she didn't think nobody was gonna notice, bro. Like that is out of control, bro. Lady, you are way fucking out of pocket for this, man. Let's go.
It's who McFarland says officers recognized from these surveillance images.
She had filled the cart again and was ready to push it out.
The chief says officers arrested her out of the view of the kids, finding
Hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. So not only did she fill the cart up once, nah, bro. Bro said she went back and tried to fill that motherfucker up one more time. Hold that.
She had filled the cart again and was ready to push it out.
The chief says officers arrested her out of the view of the kids, finding $900 worth of stolen toys in her car. The criminal complaint says
$900 worth of stolen goods in her car. Unfucking believable, bro. Listen, bro. Hartford police, y'all need to go ahead and do what y'all got to do, bro. Go ahead and rough her up a little bit, throw her against the car a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this was a dumbass mistake. You need to pay, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? Get them handcuffs extra tight while you locking her ass up. You know what I'm saying? But let her be the last one to make her motherfucking phone call at the end of the night, because this is some bullshit. Like, what gives you the audacity to want to go to a shop with a cop event for some kids, and then that's where you want to pull the lick at? Unfucking believe. Look at all this shit in this cart, bro. Look at all this shit in this cart, bro. Like, and then they say she tried to go back for a second round. So not only was she about to get loose with all this merchandise right here, man. You know what I'm saying? I see some baby diapers. I see all kind of shit, man. A baby stroller. She got all kind of shit in here, bro. So not only was she gonna try to get busy with this, you know what I'm saying, she was gonna try to wiggle up out of there with this, man. She went back and filled that motherfucker up again, and and was trying to get back through the door with some more shit, man.
To McFarland says officers recognized from these surveillance images.
She had filled the cart again and was ready to push it out.
The chief says officers arrested her out of the view of the kids, finding $900 worth of stolen toys in her car. The criminal complaint says she told detectives she would have shoplifted again, but changed her mind after seeing the police presence in the Walmart toy section.
It was a win-win for us, and somebody lost in all of it, but it certainly wasn't the kids that we were able and families that we were able to help that day.
Reporting in Hartford, Kendall Keys, WISN 12 News.
Now that's a good thing, man, that the kids wasn't harmed and you know, the kids weren't taken advantage of. But lady, your ass going to jail for $900 worth of Walmart shit. I hope it was worth it, man, because that's the dumbest crime that you could ever commit, really, with a shop at a shop with a cop event. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is out of control right there, man. That makes absolutely no sense right there. What else I got for y'all today, man? Let's get back to it, man. It's a lot of goofy ass shit going on in the world, man. and we're gonna be right here to tap in and capture all that shit, bro. Let's see what else we got here. What else did I want to show y'all? Yeah, get the likes up, man. Get the comments up. Oh, check this out, man. So I guess a little while back, Adam 22 and Munchie B gets into it. You know what I mean? So let's get to it, man. Let's get to it.
Do you think that this podcast is not being held back by your alcohol issues?
No. You said, hold on. You said, bro.
I'm not betting you anything. And stop fucking touching me.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop. touching me. I don't need your fucking weird ass hands in my face.
That's how you make
Bro.
Damn, I was muted. Y'all didn't even hear none of the good game I just gave y'all, bro. What the fuck is Adam 22 doing, yelling and screaming at Munchie B? If y'all don't know, Munchie B is a reputable out of Inglewood, California. You know, he got a lot of street credibility. A lot of these cats on No Jumper, you know what I'm saying? Street dudes go up there, try to get their check. You know, I don't agree with the move because I don't think that platform you know is promoting positivity in our culture. But you know, motherfuckers go over there and get their bag, man. So Munchie B over there, I guess Munchie B been doing regular shows on No Jumper, and it looks like him and Adam 22 done fell out. Adam done fell out with a lot of the hosts, man. And you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the cats that was next to him, he didn't fell out with. Munchie B is just, you know what I'm saying, the latest one on the line. It looked like, nah.
I'm not betting you anything. And stop fucking touching me.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop fucking touching me. I don't need your fucking weird ass hands in my face.
That's how you make
Bro. Man, I am out of here.
No, he lied.
Bro, why you telling my nigga Munchie he got some weird ass hands though, bro? Like that's a low blow right there, bro. Why you gonna tell my nigga Munchie he got some weird ass hands, bro? Like that's some bullshit right there. Adam, you on some bullshit tonight, my nigga. I gotta call it what-headed on that, man. You on some bullshit, my guy.
Me.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop fucking touching me. I don't need your fucking weird ass hands in my face.
That's how you make
Bro. Man, I am out of here.
No, he lied.
Stop fucking touching me.
No, he lied to my last.
Stop fucking touching me. Stop fucking touching me, bro. Get your weird ass. Like, what? Bruh. You didn't get this mad when old boy was smashing out your chick, man. You ain't get this mad. You know what I'm saying? At half of the shit that I see going on that platform over there, bro. But for some reason, he decided to wild the fuck out on Munchie B, man. And this is Adam, you way out of fucking pocket for this, bro.
Do you think that this podcast is not being held back by your alcohol issues?
No. You said, hold on. You said, bro.
I'm not betting you anything. And stop fucking touching me.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop fucking touching me.
Oh shit. Okay. So apparently, I guess Munchie B's alleged alcohol use, I guess I'll say. You know what I'm saying? Munchie B on that bottle over there. And Adam, I guess Adam is not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? It looks like he's saying that the content is suffering because of Munchie B's, you know, alleged alcohol use or what have you. I mean, but he, you know, you the boss, man. You the one that's been putting these dudes up there. You the ones that's giving them platforms, and then you go wild out on camera. That's why a little bit of this look like some publicity stunt type shit, bro. Because again, I mean, in real life, you know, I highly doubt that Adam 22 would have this posture and this position, you know, on a cat like Munchie B. And you know, y'all can go look up Munchie B and what he about. But you know, he you know, seemed like a cool dude. He handling the situation the best he can. As Adam is you know what I'm saying, wilding out on him over you know, I guess his alcohol habits and what have you, and how that relates to their content. But I just thought this was a wild ass video, man, that was circulating, and I wanted to bring it to y'all. So let's continue.
I don't need your fucking weird ass hands in my face.
That's how you know you
Bro, man, I'm out of here.
No,
I don't want you to fucking stop fucking touching me.
No, you lied to my last year. What?
Yes, you complained a shitload after we canceled your podcast for 2 episodes. I don't know why you would bother to lie about this, but that's not the topic at hand. The topic at hand is why you keep getting so fucked.
Bruh, but why, if all this shit is true, like, why would you not address this with the man at, like, in the back channel? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you gonna wait till the camera start rolling and recording and it's lights, camera, action in this motherfucker to let this sentiment come out? You feel me? I don't know. It seemed like a play to me. You know what I'm saying? It could be a play. Munchie ain't really, like, reacting in a way like he feels like it's any kind of threat or any type of any type of smoke or action that's gonna come behind this rant. So who knows, man? It could be a play. It couldn't be. It may not be a play, man. Let me know in the comments, man, if you think it's a play, or you know what I'm saying, if you think this is real shit and they having a falling out in their relationship, man. Let's continue.
Fucking drunk on the podcast and holding the podcast back. Did you hear when I read like 24 fucking donations from people that were complaining about you being so drunk? It's not a fringe opinion.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I mean, Adam is saying, there's fans and subscribers and people that support that platform that's complaining about, Munchie B being drunk on the content. So, it sounds like some no jumper internal politics, man. I just thought it was interesting, but let me go ahead and finish running this and we can get to the next story, man.
We all believe in you as a podcaster. We all think you have a shitload of potential. But as long as you keep showing up drunk, it's like this thing you're doing right here. This is what's holding you back. You said, hey, hold up. I don't want to fucking bet. Shut the fuck up with that shit.
Whoa, shit. Whoa. See, that's the part right there where I'm like, I know, hey, listen. It's starting to get a little heated, you know what I'm saying? The temperature is definitely up in this motherfucking no jumper, you know what I'm saying? Recording studio that they in right here, man. You know what I mean? But it looked like it's going up, man.
I don't want to fucking bet. Shut the fuck up with that shit.
And then you shut the fuck up,
bro. I don't want.
Wow. And that was crazy, man. I don't know. They could be falling out, you know what I'm saying? You never really know with these dudes, man. Sometimes it be a play, sometimes it just be like, most of the time it be a motherfucking play. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Most of the time when they do this goofy ass shit, it be a play. But you never know, man. Put it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all tapping in. What else? Where we want to go next, man? Where do I want to go next with this whole thing, man? Check this out, man. Let's check this story out right here. So it says mom crashes into car of burglars that targeted her home. What's going on with this story right here, man?
Your mother's desperate attempt to stop burglars at her home caught on camera.
I see the guys and I was in panic. I was in shock, and I hit their car unintentionally.
She was on the phone with her mom, who was inside watching her 3 young kids when all of a sudden,
my mom is screaming. My kids are in the house. She's screaming like, I don't know how, like crazy.
The mom, who asked to conceal her identity due to safety concerns, raced home from getting coffee. So panicked, she rammed the parked sedan that turned out to be the getaway car.
Wow. Picture that, bro. So picture, you know what I'm saying, you out doing some Christmas shopping, you know what I mean, fucking around, wiggling around in the streets, man, and you get a call from the house. I say, Motherfuckers trying to break in. Yo, this situation happened to me before, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I was I say about 10, 15 years ago, man, I was out, you know what I'm saying, parlaying at my relative spot, you know, and I definitely remember this very vividly, right? So I'm on my way home, you know, pull up to the spot. I didn't leave no lights on at the time. It's nighttime. But like through the glare of the headlights, man, I just happened to notice a figure on my porch, right? So I stopped the car in the middle of the street, jump out, you know what I'm saying? Walk up to the porch, and as I'm walking up to the porch, it's a motherfucker with a hoodie on walking down my porch. And so, you know, I proceeded to follow this dude for a few steps down the porch, and then ended up turning him around so I could get a good look at him and see what was going on. And it ended up being like one of my neighbors, bro. The nigga stayed down the street, man. I ended up having to beat the brakes off that fool. You know what I'm saying? You know, whooped on him real good, man. Put them elbows and timbos on him. You know what I'm saying? 2-piece, no biscuits, all that, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, he ended up kind of breaking. Actually, I kicked him down the hill. We had it was like a hill on my porch, kicked him down the hill. He go tumbling down the hill, he break off. You know, I actually ended up going to jail that night, man, because you know, after he broke out, you know what I'm saying? You know, allegedly, you know what I mean, when the police arrested me, I had a weapon in pursuit. And so, you know, I mean, shit, I don't, you know, nigga had to go ahead and handle that up. But you know, once all the details came out, man, and you know, once everything kind of cleared up, you know, they let the doors open for your boy, and I got up out of there, man, because they you know, figured out that old boy was trying to break into my spot, man. The gate on my house was, you could tell it had been, like, I had a latch on the gate and it had been pulled back, and so, like, you know, you could tell that it was a kind of an obvious situation there. But yeah, bro, that you know, I've been in this situation before, man, and it's a definitely a eye opener and a shocking one to be in if you ever find yourself in that situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep your head on the swivel out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that you stay on top of yours. You feel me?
What's going through your mind?
Like, I don't know. In my mind, I thought they kill my family.
2 burglars take off running. Moments later, a third man believed to be the driver emerges from the right side of the car and takes off too. The collision so intense, the driver's side door jammed closed. Her G-Wagon damaged too. Video shows LAPD.
G-Wagon damaged. Oh man. Look at the hole. Look at the dent in the side of this motherfucker right here, bro. She smashed right up into that bad boy, and she wrecked her G-Wagon in the process, man. But I mean, hey, that's what you got to do, man. Shit, motherfuckers trying to break in your crib, man. You got to get back and do what you got to do when you got to do what you got to do, man. You know what I mean?
It's 2. Video shows LAPD collecting evidence, including handheld radios that appear to be monitoring police activity. As for this frantic,
these brothers had some handheld radios and scanners, man. They was tapped into the police frequency, man, making sure that all their I's was dotted and T's was crossed. But they didn't anticipate this woman Superman back to the spot and running that shit the fuck over, bro.
Mother, she's got one parting message for the men who terrorized her family.
Next time, I'm gonna kill them.
Don't come back.
Yeah, don't come back to my house.
Dana Griffin, NBC News.
Hey, I feel you, mommy. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, motherfuckers pull up on that bullshit, man. You got to get to it sometime, man. And that's the most unfortunate part of our life, right? Nobody really want to be in that situation, man. But it's a lot of fuckery going on out here. There's a lot of bullshit going on, man. And so, you know, you got to keep your head on the swivel, man. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, man. That's what Sugar Free told me a long time ago, man. Salute to Sugar Free for that, man, because that's good game that stay with me and stick with me always. You feel me? But yeah, man, that was a very unfortunate situation right there, man. I want to get to a couple more stories, man, before I get up out of here. Let me see what we got here. I'm gonna tap in on this story. So this story just happened recently, man. It was a shoplifting suspect that actually ended up pulling a gun on the police at the precinct, bro. How in the fuck he got this strap in here, bro?
Tonight, An officer tells us shoplifting suspects, 2 of them, that they are not going to jail, but minutes later, police say one of them pulls a gun and tries to shoot. Canton police released the body camera video of this incident, and Kristen Moran shares with us how this unfolded.
5550.
Watch as body camera video shows 21-year-old Shane Newman.
So look, he reaching for that motherfucker already, bro. So it looks like I don't even know where they're at, bro. It looks like they're in the police precinct, I suppose. It looked like oh boy got caught for shoplifting, or maybe they in the back of one of the department stores. I don't know where this is, but he was trying to get to that thing and get busy, bro. And if you look at this video real closely, man, I don't know why this would be a police station. He'd have somebody there with him, or he'd have that, you know, have the weapon. So I'm assuming that they're still in the location where it all took place. And I guess when the police showed up to the Walmart, us in the Walmart. So when the police showed up to the Walmart, that's when all this took place, man. That's when all this unfolded.
550.
Watch as body camera video shows 21-year-old Shane Newman reach for a gun and aim at a Canton police officer.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He pulled it out and clicked it. He pulled it out and blinked it. You know what I'm saying? He tried to get one off in the Walmart at the one times, bro. Like this white boy crazy as fuck. Nigga, hold up. Let me double back. Let me double back on this for y'all, bro. Let me double back on this for y'all one time, man.
This unfolded.
5550.
Watch as body camera video shows 21-year-old Shane Newman reach for a gun and aim at a Canton police officer. Canton.
Wow, bro, he blinked off twice. So he blinked off twice. You know what I'm saying? And I guess the gun jammed, or maybe I don't know what was going on, but he wasn't able to fire that motherfucker, man. But he had intentions to, most definitely. You could tell by how he looking, right? Look at his face right there. He got bad intentions written all over his motherfucking face right there. And so I don't know if the girl knew he had the blick on him or what, but yeah, this could have been, you know what I'm saying, an RIP type of situation, man.
Canton police officer. Canton police say this unfolded Thursday afternoon inside the Walmart on Atlantic Boulevard. Body camera video shows an officer and a Walmart loss prevention employee escorting Newman and 23-year-old Katarina Jeffrey into the store's loss prevention office after they were suspected of shoplifting.
Why do we have to go? Because that's where it is.
As the officer began.
Okay, so they look like they in the back office. So they escort them, they busted them for shoplifting, and then they escorted them to this back, I guess, security area. Look like the security area, and they start, I guess, you know, call the police. They about to question them about the shoplifting charge, and they didn't know this motherfucker was ready, bro. They didn't know this motherfucker was ready for war today. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Begins asking questions. He pats down Newman.
You got anything on you I need to know about? Why's your hand in your pockets? It's my phone. Look, pat you down real quick.
I think the officer already knew. He asked him, why you got your hand in your pocket, bro? So he already walked in on that type of time. You could look at his face, man, and look in his eyes and tell that, you know, there's some things going on there from a mental health or some type or drug use type of perspective, because yeah, he looked like he ready to let that thing go for sure. You know what I'm saying? He ready to let that thing go for sure, man.
Quick, all right? That's cool. Nothing on you was gonna poke me, stab me? No.
The officer proceeds to ask Newman and Jeffrey questions, and for a few minutes, the two sit quietly. Newman appearing visibly upset, putting his face in his hands as Jeffrey tries to comfort him.
I told her not to steal, bro.
You did it too. But moments later, Newman suddenly reaches for a gun and points it directly at the officer.
Where the fuck did he pull that gun from? Did he pull it out that little pouch that he got up under his arm? Is that where he pulled the gun? Where did he pull that gun from? It looked like he pulled it from that side pouch he got. Yeah, he'd see right there. He digging in that side pouch right there. If you can see, he digging in whatever that is that was attached to his arm. He digging in that mud. He digging in that little gun pouch, and
Newman suddenly
trying to let
reaches
that
for a
thing go.
gun and points it directly at the officer. The man in the white shirt tackles Newman as the officer draws his weapon. After a brief struggle,
Whooping
Newman
this
is
motherfucking they whooping this motherfucking ass as they should, bro. As they should. Like this right here could have been tragic, bro. Like this could have been a motherfucking tragedy right here, man, on some real shit. Like this is crazy work right here, bro. What made you want to even shoplift? What made you want to once you get caught, reach for the blick and try to shoot the police, bro? Like this could have been an RIP in a few different ways, man. You know what I'm saying? They just let the white boy back there. They ain't searching, ain't patted his pockets, ain't none of that shit, bro. Had it been my black ass, you know what I'm saying, I would have got the full Monty. You know what I'm saying? Please believe, bro, my black ass would not even have been able to have that gun back there, man. They'd have had the full Monty, the police dogs on the nigga, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, bro. You know how this shit go, man. Black in America, you feel me? But you know, white boy able to get back there with his girl. You know what I'm saying? With his girl, you know what I mean? I guess both of them in there on the case. You know what I mean? And white boy went mall shooter on their ass. You know what I'm saying? White boy went school shooter on their ass, man. You know what I mean? And so yeah, this could have been a very unfortunate situation. Looked like either the gun jammed or you know what I mean? You know, for some reason he ain't able to fire that motherfucker like he trying to fire that motherfucker, which is a good thing because like I said, this could have been a way more tragic situation had that happened. You know what I mean? But yeah, once they realize he got that blick out, oh, they on his motherfucking ass, man. Elbows and timbos, 2 pieces, no biscuits, my nigga.
The man in the white shirt tackles Newman as the officer draws his weapon. After a brief struggle, Newman is taken to the ground.
Look at that mean, gave him a mean ass uppercut.
Weapon. After a brief struggle, the man in the white shirt tackles the officer.
He drew that one. Well, he got 2 clicks off. He got 2 clicks off. So I don't know why that gun jammed. You know what I'm saying? Thank God that it did. You feel me? But he got 2 clicks off, and it wasn't no smoke out that motherfucker, man. And so once the police realize that he's armed, all hell breaks loose in this motherfucking security office, man.
The man in the white shirt tackles Newman as the officer draws his weapon. After a brief struggle, Newman is taken to the ground. Police say the gun never fired. Later in the body camera video, the officer can be heard describing what happened.
I don't know if this is something.
Wow. Let's go back. Let me run this back real quick. Let me run this back a little bit. They do the slow-mo right here. Look at the slow-mo. Look at his eyes.
The camera video, the officer can be heard describing what.
That's a motherfucker who was ready to die today. He was ready to kill and he was ready to die, bro. You know, if you gonna take this route, you should have just came in guns blazing, my guy. Like if this was the ultimate, if this was the end goal to this whole shit, bro. I mean, man, you never know, man. Motherfuckers going through a lot of mental health shit, a lot of shit, bro. I can't explain this one for the life of me, but you know, once they found that gun, they was on your boy ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Knees, elbows, uppercuts, all that shit. I thought he was gonna pistol whip his ass. I'd have pistol whipped the shit out of him just for good measure. You know what I'm saying? You don't do no shit like this, man. This could have had a real bad outcome, bro.
What happened?
I don't know if this is something we want BCI for, but I mean, there's no evidence really. But
I mean, it's attempted murder.
It is attempted murder. He would have got me.
Chief John Gabbard shared a statement reading in part, "This incident is a reminder of the ever-present threat of violence against police officers and the gracious provision of God's protection. And in a moment that could have ended much worse, quick action prevented a deadly outcome."
And Newman was charged with the.
Yeah, quick action most definitely prevented what could have been a bad outcome, bro. Because Yeah, that could have been tragic, man. That could have been real tragic. But hey, the laws was Johnny on the spot, I suppose. Once they heard that click, they was on his ass. You know what I'm saying? And luckily he didn't get no shots off, bro, because that could have been a way more tragic situation, man. Let me run the rest of this so we can get to the next one.
Attempted murder along with several other charges. Jeffrey was charged with complicity to commit robbery, and that officer was not injured, Lena.
Whoa, wait a minute. They said he was charged with what was he charged with?
Complicity to commit robbery, and that officer was not injured.
Complicity to commit robbery. The only thing that he was charged with was complicity to commit robbery? Am I hearing that correctly? Hold on, let me run that back one more motherfucking time, bro.
Jeffrey was charged with complicity to commit robbery, and that officer was not injured, Lena.
Complicity to commit robbery. That's all the fuck he was charged with, bro. Listen, put it in the comments, man. If you from the hood, if you black, and you was in that same situation, put in the comments what you think would have happened to your ass, right? R.I.P. for sure. I mean, they'd have shot your ass in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? Had you made it out of that shooting, after they lit your ass up, had you made it out of that shit, they would have slapped some charges on your ass that was higher than the complicity to commit robbery. Complicity to commit robbery sounds to me like the girl was the ringleader in the robbery and he was just an accomplice or some shit. So I don't know. Put in the comments, man. Let me know what that complicity to commit robbery is all about. If you black, let me know if you would have got that attempted murder charge or some kind of weapons charge. In you know, in along with that complicity to commit robbery charge, because that don't make no sense to me, man. It looked like it's a little light out the gate. But you know, these are the things that, you know what I'm saying, that you know, that make you ask questions about what the justice system look like. Who is the justice system serving? How is this white boy able to get once they figured out that he was a shoplifter, once they accused him of shoplifting, how did he get back there without getting patted, without getting searched? He in there with multiple police officers. Ain't nobody patting him down. Ain't nobody searched him, and he able to pull a blick out. Not only did he pull the blick out, he got two attempts off. You know what I'm saying? So that's two attempted M's right there, in my opinion. Right? Got the weapons charge, so there should have been at least 4 or 5 charges right there. In my count, maybe my math is off, you know what I'm saying? But to my count, it was a few more charges there, man. So I'm definitely gonna tap back in on that story, man, and you know, figure out where the fuck that's going, because yeah, we might need to call Ben Crump ass, bro, and get him to look over that, because hey, listen, that seems a little bit light for the incident that happened within that Walmart. It's a crazy video, man. So one of the guys that I guess created, I think it's Call of Duty, it was a video that he passed away and said he was driving a red Ferrari. I don't know if he was racing it, test driving it, but looked like he lost control of that motherfucker, man. And the outcome was not good.
A terrifying moment unfolded on Sunday, December 21st, when witnesses watched video game developer Vince Zampella zoom out of a tunnel in his red Ferrari. In the viral
Vince Zampella, that's his name. Say he was a video game creator, Call of Duty. This is red Ferrari right here, as you can see, coming out this tunnel at a high rate of speed. And it looked like he lost control of that motherfucker and slammed into them rocks.
A terrifying moment unfolded on Sunday, December 21st, when witnesses watched video game developer Vince Zampella zoom out of a tunnel in his red Ferrari. In the viral video, which has been circulating online, car enthusiasts can be heard cheering with excitement on the side of the road as the bright red sports car shoots out of the tunnel and whips past them on Angeles Crest Highway, north of Los Angeles. However, the excitement quickly turns to horror when the 2026 Ferrari 296 GTS smashes into a road barrier, with clouds of smoke and dust rising around the crumpled car. As bystanders run toward the accident, the smashed Ferrari ignites, and part of the car becomes engulfed in flames. Witnesses can be seen pulling the ejected passenger seat away from the crash, with Zampella still strapped in the driver's seat. The 55-year-old gaming titan died at the scene, and the passengers succumbed to their injuries at the hospital. Zampella was
Oh man, I've been on mute this whole damn time, bro. Look, damn it. Listen, Vincent Zampella, Call of Duty, one of the Call of Duty creators, was driving his red Ferrari, man, in LA. And it was passengers in the car with him as well. It looks like he lost control of the vehicle, ends up crashing into this barrier. I think they blurred it out a little bit, but he ends up crashing into this rock debris area over here. And yeah, man, he ended up meeting his demise. RIP to that dude, man. Prayers to the people who were, also affected by this. That's a sad story right there, man. And hopefully they get some kind of closure and some kind of some type of healing from the loss that they endured and that they suffered. That's a very, very tough story right there. I know a lot of people that play Call of Duty, you know what I mean? And so yeah, that was just one of the stories that I thought was way out there, man. But RIP to them people, man. RIP to him, I guess I would say, and prayers to the family as well. Another story that caught my attention out of Florida says 3 days before Christmas, Florida man shoots wife, daughter, and himself, deputies say.
All right, in Polk County now, 2 people are dead and a 13-year-old critically injured after an argument over the TV ended in a murder-suicide. Sheriff Grady Judd said Jason Kinney and his wife Crystal were watching the end of
an argument over the TV ended up being a murder-suicide. That's some bullshit right there. I gotta say, there shouldn't be no arguments that you know what I'm saying over the TV that lead to murder, man. That's out of pocket.
a murder-suicide. Sheriff Grady Judd said Jason Kinney and his wife Crystal were watching the end of a football game when she suggested to watch something else. An argument.
Oh hell no, hell no, hell no. So looks like Jason, I think that's his name, Jason, sitting at home chilling, watching the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's fourth quarter. You know what I mean? And his girl said she want to watch some other shit. She ain't trying to watch no football. Then all hell breaks loose.
Argument started, and Crystal told her 12-year-old son to call 911. The boy went to the neighbor's home and heard a gunshot after he left. When deputies arrived, they found Crystal with a gunshot to the head and his 13-year-old stepdaughter with 2 gunshot wounds. Sheriff.
Wow. So an argument over the end of a football game and wanting to turn the channel ended up in a house full of people losing their life, man. We got to do better out this motherfucker, bro. Like we got to do better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, I love football. I love sports just as much as the next motherfucker, bro. But, somebody suggesting that we turn the channel. That's not a reason to, not a fair reason to get to it, man, and commit a murder. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's way out of pocket, bro. That's way out of pocket.
Watch something else. An argument started, and Crystal told her 12-year-old son to call 911. The boy went to the neighbor's home and heard a gunshot after he left. When deputies arrived, they found Crystal with a gunshot to the head and his 13-year-old stepdaughter with 2 gunshot wounds. Sheriff Judd says Mr. Kinney then went to his father's house.
When he gets to the house, he immediately.
So this is the motherfucker right here, bruh. This is the motherfucker right here that Florida deputies say killed his family because they wanted to turn it from the motherfucking football game. Killed his whole family because they didn't want to watch the end of the goddamn football game. Like, bruh, this shit be out of control, man. And this is why I take some of the positions and stances. If you rock with me on a lot of the other platforms that I frequent, you know what I mean? Senseless killings and things like that, bro, is something that I just don't respect. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of action that go down that, you know, shit gonna go down the way it go down. But a lot of this shit, man, be just senseless bullshit that we can most definitely prevent and avoid and overcome with just a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, empathy and a little bit of, you know, a little bit less ego and posturing and bullshit. You know what I mean? But this is a tragedy, man, and this is something that shouldn't have happened. You know, this was definitely something that caught my attention that I wanted to bring to y'all, man. This is a sad story right here. RIP to the family and the victims in this story, man.
Goes into a shed. Deputies now are tracking Jason. We set up a perimeter and start helling for Jason to come out of this shed, which is adjacent to the home. And the deputies hear a single gunshot. When we make entrance into the shed, we find that Jason has shot himself in the forehead, and he too is deceased.
So after killing his family, Jason turns the gun on himself and puts one square in the middle of his motherfucking forehead. This is a sad story all around, man. And you know, mental health is a real thing. And I think we all need to be aware of that, man. Look at the signs, you know what I'm saying, and seek help. You know what I mean? Seek help wherever you can, bro, because you don't want to be the next motherfucker that gets laid down for some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That could have been prevented and easily, you know, not, I ain't gonna say easily, but that could have been, you know, it could have been resolved a different way, man.
Deputies also discovered Jason's biological 1-year-old in the house unharmed. The 13-year-old remains critical. The other children are now with their grandparents.
Man, this is a sad story right here. You know, definitely praying for the family on this one, bro, because that's a tough thing right there. Let's see, what else did I want to cover before I get up out of here, man? Let's look at this, man. Let's look at this. So there was actually it's a couple things I want to tap in with. Let's look at this, man. Let's look at this story first, actually. Hold up, gang. Get the likes up, the cash apps up, get the subscribes up. And I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. So there's 2 stories I actually want to cover out of Texas. You know what I'm saying? The first story is regarding a shooting that happened in Texas. And I'm gonna let the news explain it to y'all a little bit better than I can, man. Check this out.
Talk to your healthcare professional about Ozempic, like I did.
Man, nobody give a fuck about no damn Ozempic.
This robotic puppy is so lifelike.
Oh, they stalling
it
me out
actually
now.
fooled my
Stall-
neighbor,
stall me.
who's a
Get the likes up.
veterinarian. I've
Get
been
the
a
cash apps
grandmother
up.
for 50
Here we
thus
go.
far leave more unanswered questions.
We back to it.
A South Oak Cliff High School football player is charged with shooting a teammate hours after winning the state championship. According to police records, that shooting happened while a rifle was being mishandled. Fox 4's Dion Anglin joins us now with more on this story. Dion.
Either Heather, one high school athlete is seriously injured by gunfire. His teammate was arrested and now faces a felony charge.
So, 2 high school athletes, man. I guess one had possession of a gun, mishandled the gun, and ended up shooting another teammate. This is a sad story right here, man. Out of Texas.
According to police records, that shooting happened while a rifle was being mishandled. Fox 4's Dion Anglin joins us now with more on this story. Dion.
Either Heather, one high school athlete is seriously injured by gunfire. His teammate was arrested and now faces a felony charge. The details thus far leave more unanswered questions about how it all happened. Dallas police say the bizarre shooting incident happened inside this 2-story home on Knoll Ridge Drive. 18-year-old Xavier Mayfield, who plays strong safety for the South Oak Cliff High football team, is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Yeah, man. So I guess this is the man they saying that mishandled the weapon. Xavier Mayfield. And he ended up unaliving one of his partners on the team, I guess. Let me see what they're talking about.
For firing a gunshot that injured a teammate. Just hours earlier at AT&T Stadium, Sauk defeated Richmond Randall High to claim the state championship title. Game highlights include Mayfield making this key interception to set up the Golden Bears' first touchdown. Court documents allege.
Wow. So my man got a pick in a state championship game. And now convicted of shooting his partner, man, on the team. Ain't that a bitch, bro? Ain't that about a bitch? That's nasty work right there, man. That's nasty work. How you get? He went from celebrating on the field, man, to behind bars in less than 24 motherfucking hours, man. That's how life can change on your ass on a motherfucking dime, bro. You know what I mean? Life can change on you in a heartbeat. You feel me?
Deadly weapon for firing a gunshot that injured a teammate. Just hours earlier at AT&T Stadium, Sauk defeated Richmond Randall High to claim the state championship title. Game highlights include Mayfield making this key interception to set up the Golden Bears' first touchdown. Court documents allege Mayfield on Saturday around 9 p.m. was near a bedroom on the upstairs level at the home, holding a rifle when a single gunshot from the weapon discharged, striking one of his teammates in the neck.
So my question is this, right? And if y'all from Texas, y'all let me know, man. Is this a common thing where y'all celebrate y'all wins and championships by going to play with guns or some shit? Like, why did he have the gun? What was the whole purpose of having the gun? Why did he why is they playing with guns? I mean, I would have been out celebrating, bro. You win the state championship, man. They should have been out celebrating, out having a good time. Why are they in the house? You know what I'm saying? Playing with guns and shit. As this story don't really don't make a lot of sense to me of what's going on. But let's continue and see what we got here.
He was transported to a local hospital. However, the teammate's condition Monday is unknown. The shooting happened at a gathering some describe as a victory celebration. The arrest affidavit does not clarify why Mayfield was holding a gun.
Okay, so they was at a victory celebration for the state championship and ended up, pulling out a firearm, I guess, and one got away and hit one of his teammates in the neck. So yeah, prayers definitely out for that brother, man. Praying for a recovery and no no type of damages or anything like that, man, that they could fix up everything and get him back right the way he's supposed to be. Because this right here is another tragic situation, man. It's a lot of it's a lot of bad decision making out there in the world, man. A lot of people making a lot of bad decisions, and bad decisions lead to bad results. You know what I'm saying? And so, I don't know where the parents was in this situation, man. I don't know, who was kind of chaperoning or watching the celebration as they in there, you know what I'm saying, and celebrating that they win in the state meet. But at what point do you know what I'm saying, you break out the rifle? You know what I mean? Well, at what point does the rifle break out in a state championship celebration, man? I don't know.
Or who the weapon belongs to. The document describes an interview with Mayfield and points out Mayfield stated he turned around towards where the teammate was at and stated right after he turned around, a single gunshot went off from the ARIS ABC rifle that Mayfield was holding.
AR rifle. You know what I'm saying? So earlier today, you get an interception and get your team on the board in the state championship. Later that night, pull out the AR, accidentally shoot your homie in the neck. You talk about a roller coaster ride, man. That's one hell of a roller coaster ride right there, fam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a motherfucking roller coaster for that ass, man.
That Mayfield was holding. Mayfield told police the victim was bleeding badly and he rushed to get him downstairs before calling 911.
Yeah, I'm sure he was bleeding badly. You shot him in the motherfucking neck with an AR rifle. Like, yeah, some shit is obvious, bruh. You know what I'm saying? The thing that ain't obvious is why the fuck did you have an AR rifle in the first place? You feel me?
Or calling 911. Another teammate was also inside the house at the time. According to the affidavit, he gave a statement saying he was on his way to take a shower when he observed Mayfield swinging the rifle that was used in the offense. He stated Mayfield told him the rifle had the safety on.
Yeah, man. So, I'm a gun owner, man. You know what I'm saying? If you a gun owner out there, you know what I mean? You got to always assume, safety or not, you got to always assume that there's one in the chamber, bro. And always handle your weapon like that's the case. You know what I'm saying? It's been a couple times where, I was, doing something with my firearm and thought it wasn't one in there and it was one in there. You see what I'm saying? And so it can happen to anybody, man. You know what I mean? Always assume that motherfucker hot. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's built to do. You feel me? So you always assume whether it is or it ain't. You always assume and approach it like it is. That's my advice. You know what I mean? But yeah, this was a situation that didn't have to happen, man. This should have been a celebration that was about accomplishments and about just appreciating the season that y'all had, but instead it turned into one of your teammates getting shot in the neck. You know what I mean? So just a sad story right here. And that's one of the stories that's out of Texas. Let me go ahead and finish this so we can get to the next one here. Hold up.
Mayfield, after his arrest, was jailed with a bond set at $50,000. That's the very latest in the newsroom. Deon Anglin. Heather, back to you.
All right.
$50K bond, man. So you got a $50K bond for that. We're gonna tap back in with that most definitely. And figure out what's the next steps in that whole case, because that looks like it's going to be a little bit before it gets resolved. It's a lot of still some unanswered questions on that situation, man. And yeah, we're going to tap back in if it's any new updates or anything like that. There was another story that I wanted to get to out of Texas. Oh, here it goes right here. So another story out of Texas where it says A boxer, I guess a professional boxer. A professional boxer out of Texas was killed, and the police is searching for the suspect.
A local boxer shot and killed in Dallas is being remembered tonight for his leadership and his determination. 25-year-old Matt Moore was found dead at an apartment complex Sunday afternoon. Fellow boxers held a vigil to honor him. Fox 4's David Sintendry spoke with the gym's owner about his legacy, and David joins us now. What can you tell us?
Well, Heather, the 25-year-old boxer was a regular at a faith-based boxing gym here in Rockwall. And right now, the owner of that gym says they are having to heavily rely on that faith during these difficult times.
Professional boxer out of Texas, shot and killed. RIP to this dude, and prayers go to his family, man. Let's get into this a little bit more and see what's going on, how this unfolded.
You're guaranteed to find dedicated boxers inside Choppa's boxing gym in Rockwall. But Matt Moore may have been the most dedicated.
So that's Matt Moore. That looks like that's the guy that was a victim of the shooting. Looks like a professional boxer in the gym, getting to it, getting it right. And unfortunately, somebody ended up taking his life, man.
So I've been training Matt Moore for about 3 years.
He drove more than an hour each way to come here and box.
And train, yes, he did. And sometimes pulling 2 a days, coming here twice a day.
Now, inside the gym, you'll only find pictures and keepsakes of Moore.
To know that I have memories now and he's not here.
Pete Choppa cannot believe his friend and mentee was shot and killed Sunday afternoon.
Of course, you want to know what happened. You want to know why.
Moore found dead around 4:15 p.m. near a stairwell of an apartment complex off South Murdo Lane in Pleasant Grove. Dallas Police Department has not publicly identified a suspect or motive.
Yeah, the unknown is what's hard, right? I mean, because Matt was not somebody that ran in the circles of something like this happening.
Moore.
So it looks like they don't have a suspect. They don't have a motive. They just got a deceased young man. Looked like he had a promising, career as a boxer. Let me know if you're from Texas, man, in the comments. If anybody, knows this young man or his family, yeah, send them definitely prayers up. Looked like he was, trying to do the right thing, and looks like his life was cut short. I mean, you in boxing, you training, I think the interviewee, whoever they're interviewing here, is correct in the sense of, when you boxing, man, you probably don't got a whole lot of time to be, running the streets, but you never know what's going on in a person's life too. You know what I mean? You never know what they sneaking in, what guilty pleasures they getting into, off the clock and after hours, man. So, definitely want to dig deeper into this story and figure out what's going on. Because it seems like another tragedy, man. Another young black brother lost, in a senseless fashion. It looks like. You feel me? Let's continue the video and see what else we got here.
Moore leaves behind a 5-year-old daughter.
His world revolved around his daughter
Damn.
and boxing.
The 25-year-old
says he leaves behind a 5-year-old daughter, man. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the other part of this tragedy, which is, it's a young lady that's grow up without her father in her life. It looks like he was definitely an inspirational type of dude, faith-based church, boxing organization. So, he definitely looked like he was, on the right track and trying to do the right things. We'll have to dig a little deeper into this story to find out if what other thing, elements were around him, or what elements of things that he was into. But it's definitely a sad story right here, man.
Amateur boxer hoped to turn passion into a career.
We had talked about winning national championships in the amateurs and then moving on to the professional ranks and trying to win a world title.
So there was no question he was going to be a professional boxer.
100%.
It was just how far would he take that professional career?
That is correct, yes.
But ones close to Moore say as dedicated as he was to his path, he worked to help other boxers along the way.
The leader that he truly was, and that he has a legacy of helping young people become better every day.
Yeah, man, that's a sad story right there. And we're gonna be checking in with that story, man. We're gonna be checking in with that. It's a lot of, like I said, it's just a bunch of senseless, activities going on in the world, man, that we gotta do a better job at just, what I'm saying, holding each other accountable, man, and lending a hand to each other, bro, so that we ain't gotta fall into a lot of this bullshit, man, because a lot of this shit is a choice, man. Everybody got problems, everybody got shit going on, but violence and trying to strong arm and take shit from people, man, like that ain't even really the way, bro. Like back in the day, like I didn't have my day of doing, various nefarious things out here, man. But as you get older, man, and you grow, you figure out like, you want to build a good routine. You want to have good people in your life, man. You want to have success. So you got to put yourself around people that's successful. You got to, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's difficult for people to understand, right? You think, oh yeah, no, me and my circle will get it out the mud, or me and the people that's with me, ain't nobody trying. Like, nah, man, you got to open your mouth, man. You got to get out here and get on your hustle, man, and really, try to apply what you know into helping you grow. And so, that's just the main message I would give to people, man. Everybody going through shit. Hell, if I told y'all my backstory, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you probably need a box of tissue for all the motherfuckers I done lost in life. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I'm still here kicking, pushing, chopping it up with y'all, man, trying to get them likes up, trying to get these subscribes up, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get the cash apps going, because to me, that's a more, better way to use and utilize the energy that I have and experience and the shit that I've been through. You know what I mean? And with that being said, man, we're gonna transition to this last story I wanted to get into, man. Y'all know I gotta kick a little politics before I get about this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And so this week has been a very interesting week in politics from the standpoint of, we had the deadline for all the Epstein files is supposed to come out. And then we had about 30,000 Epstein files that actually did come out, but a bunch of redactions and all types of different things that make you ask yourself, what is the administration covering up, right? Why are there whole pages of redactions on some of these documents that have been released regarding the Epstein file, right? And so I had a picture of one of the redacted documents, right? One of the redacted documents, and this is what it looks like right here. As you can see, it says President Trump is leading the most transparent administration in American history, according to Pam Bondi at the top. And then at the bottom, you can see the level of transparency that there is. Heavy redactions, pages after page after page. And that is not what the law that was crafted to get the Epstein files out. That is not what, that's not the that wasn't the order, man. It's supposed to get all the files out, and there isn't supposed to, the only people that are really supposed to be like redacted out are the victims, right? And so when you see pages and pages of redactions on a document like that, it lets you, for me at least, it forces me to ask myself, is there a cover up? What's being covered up? Why is all these redactions taking place? Like, what is the purpose of that? You know what I'm saying? And so let's get into some of the reporting on what has happened this week, as far as I forgot. After that, the Justice Department says that it found and discovered 1 million more documents that are related to the Epstein case after the deadline, right? So let's get into that a little bit, man. I want to stop sharing that, and then I want to give me a second here. We want to share this one. All right, let's check this story out. Let's see what we got here with all Donald Trump and these Epstein files. Let's go.
We have some breaking news to share with you. The Department of Justice says it has uncovered, and I'm quoting here, 1 million more documents potentially related to the Jeffrey Epstein case. Caitlin Polans is here. Caitlin, with these documents, do we know if they're above and beyond all of the ones that they already have? And if so, what that's going to mean to the release?
Yeah, this is quite a Christmas news drop, Sarah. The Justice Department now revealing that they are still discovering files from Jeffrey Epstein and all of the different parts of the Justice Department that had files related to him in various investigations. In this statement, this was just out about 20 minutes ago, the Justice Department now says the Southern District of New York, so that's their prosecutor's office out of Manhattan, and the FBI have informed the Department of Justice they've uncovered over 1 million more documents potentially related to the Jeffrey Epstein case.
Be damned. Be damned. 1 million more documents related to the Jeffrey Epstein case. Now, last Friday, all of the documents related to the Jeffrey Epstein case were supposed to be released by the DOJ. And so that obviously hasn't happened. And this is why a lot of people are, waving that cover up, banner, because this looks like a motherfucking cover up to me, bro. If you see all them redactions and then you look at, the inconsistency in following the law from this administration, where they're supposed to have all the documents out, 30,000 documents they released before the deadline. And then after the deadline, there's 1 million more Jeffrey Epstein related documents that come out. And where were these documents the last 6 months? Like, where were these documents, as this law was being crafted? They had full insight, as to what was required for release. And they didn't meet the mark. Like, they didn't meet the mark. They're actually breaking the law. This is called illegal, right? I hear a lot of my my MAGA supporters and my Trump supporters, they go heavy on the word illegal when it comes to the immigrants, right? But what this administration is currently doing by releasing 1 million documents, after, actually, they haven't even released them yet. It just says that they found 1 million documents after the deadline to overturn all Jeffrey Epstein related documents. I mean, there's only, it's against the law. You know what I'm saying? It's most definitely illegal. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna dive more into this, man. Let's go.
The impact there, it means that the Department of Justice is going to be processing these before they can all be posted transparently under the law for weeks. Here's a little bit more of the statement. We have lawyers working around the clock to review and make the legally required redactions to protect victims, and we will release the documents as soon as possible. Due to the mass volume of material, this process may take a few more weeks. This comes on the heels.
A few more weeks? A few more weeks? You're supposed to have the motherfucking documents out last Friday. Last Friday was supposed to be the deadline for all the Jeffrey Epstein documents. And now we're hearing about 1 million more documents, right? So let's hear a little bit more of this, man. We're gonna go to the next one.
As well of yesterday, prosecutors in the Southern District of Florida, so in and around Miami, being asked to volunteer their time and jump on board the group that is already looking at these Epstein files. This email from leadership in the department said they needed volunteers. It was an emergency. They understood it was the holidays, but there are more documents than they have enough people to reviewing right now. They need more hands on deck. Sarah?
This is going to.
So it sounds like the Department of Justice don't know what the fuck they doing. I'm gonna be honest with you. The deadline for all the Epstein documents was last Friday. And now mysteriously, a week after A week after the deadline, they done found a million more motherfucking documents. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. I smell a cover up and it stinks. I'm gonna be honest with you. There was another video that I wanted to cover here. Let me get this off my screen real quick. It was another video that I wanted to cover because it's definitely related to this whole Epstein case. But this bit of information comes from a Time magazine article, which is referencing an FBI report that President Donald Trump allegedly graped a teenage girl, and that report was not followed up on, it seems, by any of the relevant authorities. This was all a part of the initial Epstein file drop, and now they are saying basically that some of that information is true, some of that information isn't true. There's a lot of questionable things going on here, man. Let me pull this video up right here for you guys, and we're gonna see what
unnamed victim alleges Trump raped her. Quote, among the newly released materials is an FBI case file FTA 000205118 dated October 2020 that contains an allegation of rape involving Trump. The document does not identify the source of the allegation, as names and other identifying details have been redacted. The DOJ website does not make this document very easy to find. You can see on how page 61, the PDF files go from FTA 000205117 to FTA 0002050.
Why is that, right? You got to ask yourself, why would the DOJ make these documents hard to find when there was a court order saying that last Friday was the deadline for all of the Epstein-related documents to be released to the public? Why would they be making it hard to find? I don't know.
But if you look in 20517, you will find the document. Here's more reporting on 20518, Mediate rape claim. An FBI case file from late 2020 includes a rape accusation against the president. A limo driver said he overheard a very concerning phone call Trump had in 1995 where Trump kept saying the name Jeffrey. The limo driver, who has his name redacted, said Trump made references to abusing some girl. He later discussed driving Trump with a woman in 1999, the unnamed limo driver said. Donald J. Trump has raped me along with Jeffrey Epstein, the man said the woman told him.
Well, you guys heard it. It says an FBI case file from the late 2020 includes a rape accusation against the president. Let me run this back for you guys so we can get the full context here. Full context included. Let's go.
Case file from late 2020 includes a rape accusation against the president. A limo driver said he overheard a very concerning phone call Trump had in 1995 where Trump kept saying the name Jeffrey. The limo driver, who has his name redacted, said Trump made references to abusing some girl. He later discussed driving Trump with a woman in 1999, the unnamed limo driver said. Donald J. Trump has raped me along with Jeffrey Epstein, the man said the woman told him. The limo driver said he urged the woman to tell the police, but she said she can't because they will kill me. The woman was later found with her head blown off in Oklahoma.
Wow. Wow. Hold up. Whoa. Whoa. Now that is a bombshell piece of information right there. So a limo driver had a conversation with a woman that said that Donald Trump raped her along with Jeffrey Epstein. And this is in the FBI reporting file. This is an FBI case file from the late 2020, right? And it includes a rape accusation against President Donald J. Trump, 47, and Jeffrey Epstein, his longtime, 2-decade long best bud. And the limo driver urged the young lady to tell the police, but she said that she couldn't tell the police because they would kill her. The woman was later found with her head blown off in Oklahoma. Now you wonder why there are so many redactions and missed deadlines and smoke and mirrors and spin. I mean, shit. If you look at our own FBI case files, might give you an indication of why they're taking these cover-up type of actions, man. Let me rewind this for y'all. And we're going to listen to this one more time to get the full context on it. You feel me?
Made references to abusing some girl. He later discussed driving Trump with a woman in 1999. The unnamed limo driver said, "Donald J. Trump has raped me along with Jeffrey Epstein," the man said the woman told him. The limo driver said he urged the woman to tell the police, but she said she can't because they will kill me. The woman was later found with her head blown off in Oklahoma. To be fair, the limo driver's account of hearing from a woman that Trump raped the woman, well, that would be considered hearsay in a court of law and not allowed in as evidence. However, the accusation itself is incendiary in the court of public opinion, and that may explain why the Department of Justice has made it so challenging to find. The DOJ also posted this note on X saying, "Some of these documents contain untrue and sensationalist claims made against President Trump that were submitted to the FBI right before the 2020 election. To be clear, the claims are unfounded and false." But how does the Trump administration's Justice Department know these claims are false if they were never pursued or investigated?
Now that is the $1 million motherfucking question right there that we have amongst us. You can say anything is false. You can say anything is you know, a fabrication. You know what I mean? But can you say that with credibility? If you've never you know, engaged in the investigation, right? If you've never engaged in an active, accurate fact-finding mission, right? How the fuck you know that this shit is not credible? How you know that this shit didn't happen? Like, that's where I call cap. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's where I call cap, bro, because like I said, you're not going to engage in these types of activities if there's not a reason to. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be heavily redacting all these files when the court orders clearly say that you have to release all of the Jeffrey Epstein related files before last Friday. And now a week later, there's 1 million more files out that were not accounted for some reason. And there's an FBI case file that reports a grape accusation against Donald J. Trump, the 47th president of the United States, and Jeffrey Epstein, his longtime associate and friend. So, you know, again, if you follow me on a lot of the platforms that I frequent when I'm not trying to grow this channel, if you follow me on a lot of those platforms, you'll hear me take stances against, you know, political stances against the current administration. And this is the reason why. Because again, the attempted cover up, the attempted you know, misinformation of the American people, like, I'm not with that, man. Run the facts, run them straight, run them when they're supposed to be ran. If you can't do that, you're covering some shit up. That's how the shit go. You know what I mean? It's too many excuses being made for this administration. It's too many excuses being made. It's too much, way too much leeway and too much lack of accountability, that's going on with this administration, man. And I think the people are starting to wake up to some of these some of these problems that's being caused. But I definitely smell a cover up. I smell a cover up, and it stinks. It fucking stinks.
That's been the key issue in the Epstein case. Many of the clients and accomplices never faced any legal repercussions or investigations. There are other documents in the Epstein files just released that are also generating breaking news.
The Justice Department released a new batch of documents in the Jeffrey Epstein investigation, including chilling new evidence that some viewers may find disturbing. This is a jailhouse letter, apparently written by Jeffrey Epstein. It says J. Epstein, and it was sent to another infamous sex offender. That would be Larry Nassar.
Okay, so I wasn't going to cover this letter. I was kind of up in the air about it because there are. So along with this release of all these documents, some of it's FBI notes, it's written notes, it's whatever information that they could gather from the Epstein case. And some of that information may not be accurate. Some of it may not be credible. Some of it may be complete bullshit, right? This is just the investigative process, right? When you're trying to investigate a situation, you can go about it by, basically, the best way to go about it is by gathering all the information you can and weeding it out, vetting it, and whatever's factual will stand up and whatever ain't factual will fall down. And that's basically the long and short of it, right? And so that's why, I was hesitant to cover the contents of this particular piece of information, which is supposed to be a handwritten note from Jeffrey Epstein which was like the number one sex abuser in the world, and he's writing a letter to the number two sex abuser in the world, Larry Nassar, who was I think he was like a medical doctor or something like that on the U.S. women's gymnastics team, and ended up catching a charge. I think he got I think he got a 20 piece or more for his sexual indiscretions against the women's United States gymnastics team. And so there are some things that need to be vetted out in this letter for me, right? Like there's still some red flags. The letter itself was sent after Jeffrey Epstein had passed away. I want to say 3 days or so after he had passed away. There wasn't there wasn't any information as far as Nassar's jail number, you know what I mean? That wasn't on there, and usually if you're sending letters to, writing letters to an inmate, you need whatever their inmate number is. And so there wasn't an inmate number for Larry Nassar. I was told by some of my people that did, extensive amounts of time, that you can't even really write letters to other inmates. Like inmates can't even really write letters to other inmates. And so if y'all in the comments, man, let me know if that's true or not. Can inmates write letters to other inmates? Because to my knowledge, I don't think that they're allowed to. And so there's just a lot of questions that I have with this document. So I'm gonna show the rest of this part of the video, but with the disclaimer that this note, in my opinion, needs further vetting. Right.
The letter appears to include a reference to President Trump.
The Epstein letter says, "Dear Ellen, as you know by now, I have taken the short route home. Good luck. We shared one thing, our love and caring for young ladies at the hope they'd reach their full potential. Our president shares our love of young, nubile girls. When a young beauty walked by, he loved to grab, snatch, whereas we ended up snatching grub in the mess halls of the system. Life is unfair. Yours, J. Epstein." On CNN, an Epstein survivor reacted and spoke specifically about Donald Trump.
All right. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, so I'm not 100%, I'm not 100% sure that that letter is authentic, right? But I think more vetting needs to be done on that. The FBI report, however, I do think has a lot of merit and definitely should have been further investigated if it wasn't, because that is a direct that's a direct link, right? In my opinion, like if you're gonna go to the FBI, you're probably not gonna go to the FBI with no BS case or no BS information, because the consequences and repercussions for that will be a lot more, entangling than dealing with your local authorities, right? So that's kind of how I see that. I put a little bit more merit on that FBI report just because it is an FBI report, and I think that it just would carry a little bit more weight to me just because of that. But even that, probably still has more vetting to be done. But as you can see, there's a lot of explosive accusations that are being uncovered as more of these Epstein files are being released. And so we're gonna stay tuned for it, man. We're gonna be here for all the action. We're gonna be here for all the lights, all the camera, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be here for all that, you know what I mean? And we're gonna break it down, and we're gonna put it together, and we're gonna try to figure out what in the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this shit is out of control, man. But that's kind of my take on it, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in with me. You know what I'm saying? Leave me a comment. You know what I mean? Let me know if it's topics out there that you guys would like me to cover. If you'd like to, break down a lot of topics that you want to know more about. And let's get to it, man. You know what I mean? Get the likes up, get the cash apps up, get the likes up. And I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. And yeah, man, until the next time. You feel me? Until the next time. Let's go.
I'm from California, man. I guess we'll start with that. Banged out starter caps, glued to the cul-de-sac, looking like an artifact, trying to get their money back. Yellow jackets coming, mom about to have a heart attack. Southeast San Diego, we was at the heart of that. You moved about the hood, my nigga, you ain't want no part of that. Move to work and let the money drip the laundry mat. I pray to God the homie get his little daughter back. So many problems and it's not even a part of rap. So many suckers and they hating and they copycat. And life is bigger than these bitches that you hollered at. And if you bleed it out, I better get $3 back. And all I'm giving is the facts. Pay attention to the stats and never making mention of the jacks. Gotta keep the money stacked, work your way through the traps. Money motivated to the max. Money on my mind, got my money in my mind right. Money on my mind, got my money in my mind right. Money